Welcome back to our channel. If you are a beginner web developer, you may be wondering what kind of web development projects you should start with. In this video, we will share with you 5 web development projects that are perfect for beginners. We will cover the key elements of each project, including the technologies required and what you can expect to learn. So, let's dive in. A personal portfolio website is a great way to showcase your work and skills to potential clients or employers. To create a portfolio website, you will need to learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This project will give you the opportunity to practice responsive design, which means making sure your website looks good on any device, from desktop to mobile. Start by sketching a rough layout of your website. Then, create your website using HTML and CSS. Once you have a basic website, you can add some interactivity using JavaScript. For example, you could add a hover effect on your portfolio items that shows additional details or an animated menu. Creating a restaurant website is a fun project that will help you learn how to create a website with a navigation bar, image gallery, and menu section. You will also learn how to use Google Maps API to add a map of the restaurant's location. This project requires knowledge of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Start by creating a layout for your website using HTML and CSS. Then, add some functionality to your website using JavaScript. For example, you could create an image gallery that allows users to view photos of the restaurant's interior and menu items. Finally, use Google Maps API to add a map of the restaurant's location. Creating an e-commerce website is a bit more challenging than the previous projects, but it's an excellent opportunity to practice your skills. An e-commerce website requires a database to store product information and user data. You will need to use HTML, CSS, and a server-side language such as PHP to handle the website's functionality. Payment integration is also essential for an e-commerce website. Start by designing the layout of your website using HTML and CSS. Then create a database to store your product listings. Finally, use PHP or another server-side language to handle shopping cart functionality and payment integration. This project will teach you how to create a secure and functional e-commerce website that can handle transactions and protect user data. Creating a weather app is a great way to learn how to work with APIs. An API is an interface that allows different programs to communicate with each other. For a weather app, you can use an API to retrieve weather data and display it on your website. This project requires knowledge of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Start by choosing a weather API, then create a layout for your app using HTML and CSS. Finally, use JavaScript to fetch weather data from the API and display it on your website. You can add features such as geolocation or the ability to search for different cities to make your weather app more user-friendly. Creating a blog website is a great way to practice your skills in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. A blog website typically has multiple pages, a navigation bar, and a comment section. You will learn how to create a database to store blog posts and user comments. This project requires knowledge of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and a server-side language such as PHP. Start by designing the layout of your website using HTML and CSS. Then use JavaScript to add interactivity to your website, such as a search bar or a sliding menu. Finally, create a database to store blog posts and user comments. You can also add features such as a social media sharing buttons or a contact form. So, those are the top 5 web development projects that are perfect for beginners. These projects will help you build a solid foundation in web development and give you the opportunity to practice your skills. Remember to start with the project that matches your current skill level and interests. Building projects is the best way to learn web development. By building projects, you will learn how to solve problems, think critically, and work on real-world applications. We hope this video has been helpful, and if you have any other project ideas, please share them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.